Tottenham have just pulled off the sort of signing that makes you spit out your tea, rewind Sky Sports news, and double check you didn't fall into a Football Manager save. Because yes, Mohammed Kudus is now a Spurs player. Signed, sealed, delivered for 55 million quid. That's right. Tottenham have signed a player who is good now, not one for the future, not raw but promising, not with the right coaching he could be a decent squad option. No, Kudus is box office, dribbles like a cheat code, scores bangers for fun. This is the story of how Mohammed Kudus went from the streets of Accra to carving people up in the Eredivisie, to turning West Ham into a one-man show, and now to White Hart Lane 2.0. Mohammed Kudus was born in Accra, Ghana in 2000, and yes, he's only 24, which is mad, because the way he plays, you'd think he was crafted in a lab by Ronaldinho and Garrincha. He started his career at the famous Right to Dream Academy, which sure sounds like a Disney Channel film, but is actually Ghana's best football factory. From there, he joined Danish side Nordsjælland, where, like most Premier League ballers who've had a stint in Scandinavia, it was immediately too good for the league. In 2020, Ajax signed him for just 9 million notes. In hindsight, the kind of bargain that should get somebody arrested. But in Amsterdam, let's face it, getting arrested is nigh on impossible. At Ajax, Kudus went full supernova. He played as a 10, a false 9, a winger, sometimes even as a midfielder when they felt spicy, and no matter where he lined up, defenders absolutely hated it. In 22-23, he scored 18 goals in all comps, including 4 in the Champions League, which for an Ajax squad with a budget made up of twigs and €1 coins is unbelievably impressive. He dribbled past people like they just weren't there. He scored with either foot. He celebrated like he'd just cured Monday mornings. But Ajax fans knew it wouldn't last forever, because this kid was built for what some people in East London would describe as a bigger stage, and that everybody else would just call West Ham? Yes, mega twist. Summer 2023 and Kudus signs for the Hammers, the Irons, Danny Dyer FC. Confusing, sure, but fair play. He turned up, put an embarrassing Umbro kit on, stuck the team on his back and carried them through the season like a footballing Deliveroo rider. Kudus produced immediately, 18 goals and 10 assists in all competitions, including that Europa League solo goal and that overhead kick against Man City. Thunder bastards that made pundits shout things like, "Oh my word, he's got no right, and what the hell is he doing at West Ham?" He was electric. Every time he touched the ball, it felt like something might explode. Mostly defenders' dignity and Hammers fans' underpants. They hadn't seen a player this good since that 3-month spell where Dimitri Payet could be bothered. But West Ham were never going to be the final destination. They were the middle chapter, the act before the headline, because now the main show has begun. So what have Spurs actually signed for 55 million? A winger? A number 10? A striker? A magician with shin pads? Honestly, simple answer, yes. All of the above, and much, much more. Mohammed Kudus is an absolute baller, a mix of Dembele, Lennon and Ndombele, but without the rotten attitude. He's fast, strong, press-resistant, and his dribbling is basically illegal in most territories. He completed more take-ons than any other Premier League midfielder last season. Well, other than Jeremy Doku, but who doesn't love a hint of exaggeration? He's the kind of player who can make something out of absolutely nothing. Misplaced pass? Give it to Kudus. Tight space? Kudus. Existential crisis about the meaning of life? Kudus will nutmeg it. And he's got the kind of butt that makes it impossible for opposition players to get the ball off him. Honed and crafted in Cardassian towers. He can beat a man, or 3, or 5. He scores from 30 yards. He scores with his head. He scores while doing a knee slide that turns into a TikTok trend. He's basically God, and I'm not one for hyperbole. He's not one to watch. He's the one you came to watch. The one you'll pay to see. The one who makes 60,000 seats clack up at White Hart Lane when he gets the ball. And now he'll be Thomas Frank's main man. Frank, the new sheriff in town. Calm, clever, plays good intelligent football and looks like he makes his own sourdough for an artisan baker's in Hackney Wick. Spurs surprised most by appointing the Brentford boss, but now they've backed him in the transfer market with a player who screams Frank ball. That's if Frank ball involves giving it to the skillful guy and letting him hit absolute jackhammering thunderwangers all day. Frank wants a fluid front line, high press, interchangeable movement. Technical players who work hard but also terrify fullbacks in their sleep. Kudus fits that like a Hugo Boss suit at the Devonshire on a Thursday after work at the hedge fund shop. Whether Frank plays him off the right, through the middle, or even drops him deeper to link up with James Maddison, one thing's for sure, Kudus is not here to warm the bench. He's here to light up N17 in a way not seen since Spurs fans all went AWOL for a week after the Europa League win. This signing is a statement, not just because Spurs beat other clubs, including Chelsea, to him, or because he cost 55 million bicker, or because West Ham fans are crying into their jellied eels, but because Spurs are finally building a squad with some youth, talent, drive and swagger. Kudus brings goals and assists, yes, but he also brings confidence, energy, chaos, that unpredictable spark we've lacked since prime Dele Alli or peak Lamella on a red card mission. It shows Tottenham are not just talking about a rebuild, they're doing it. Thomas Frank wanted a weapon, he's just got a heat-seeking missile, and one willing to fight an entire team to get what he wants, something Mickey van der Ven can attest to. So there you have it, Mohammed Kudus, a signing that makes your heart race and your imagination run wild. From Ghana to Denmark, Ajax to a shopping mall in East London, and now, finally, to Tottenham Hotspur. He's fearless, he's electric, he's fully COYS. And if the Kudus we saw a couple of seasons ago shows up in a Spurs shirt, then lads, Tottenham are cooking. Get your shirts printed, get your chants ready, and get ready for the Kudus era at White Hart Lane. Now, if Spurs could just get someone to teach him not to try and beat everyone up when a decision goes against him, they could be genuine challengers. Like, subscribe, send condolences to your West Ham mates. Come on, you Spurs.